It's that Lil Gay Talk Show, Houston's hot mess of a podcast. A funny but thoughtful look at the LGBTQIA plus community.
And we're on.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of that Little Gay Talk Show. I'm your host, Mr. Joel Tatum.
And I'm your co-host, Julio Briseño.
What's up?
Hey, girl. Girl, y'all. This bitch was roasting me before we hit record.
Well,
we're not going to go there.
We can't go there.
We can't go there, but she
cannot go there.
She brought the fire today.
All I can say is we talked a little, because I asked permission beforehand. I did ask permission, y'all.
That part.
Just to let you know, I did ask permission. I did ask permission if we could talk about.
And I said, no, ma'am.
Your little, because the last time we were, last episode, he had a date. And little details, not a lot. Y'all can't hear the dirty stuff. If y'all want to hear the dirty stuff, you have to go to our Patreon.
What dirty shit? I didn't even tell you dirty shit. Look, you fake ass, lying ass.
If y'all, I mean, because I heard descriptions that I shouldn't have heard. I found out things that I didn't want to find out.
Whatever.
I mean, I did want to find out, but I said, give me details, and she gave me some details. Y'all, she gave me details.
Liar. I told her how our date went. That's it. Jeez.
No, I'm talking about personal details about yourself.
Oh, I mean, as a person, as a human being.
As a person, as a human being.
As an independent woman in 2020, and I am financially stable, and I don't need no man to provide for me. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is what we were talking about.
Period.
That, you had a good time on your date.
Yeah, it was actually really good. Really fantastic. Surprisingly. And I mean that respectfully. And I know he's going to be watching this. Hey, what's up? Hey, handsome. But yeah.
So, and that is all we're going to talk about that. Oh, except for the fact that, at least he's,
no, but let me tell you,
he's got a date. I'm hungry out here.
I mentioned it last episode. I went on a date. Had fun. We went out because we made it a casual date. I was like, dude, let's go to a bar or something. It doesn't have to be anything crazy or super like fancy or nothing. I just want a casual date, and so we did that. We hung out, we talked, we had drinks, we got to know each other. Total sweetheart, really good person. I really like this guy. So FYI, just out there. So yeah, that part.
So, all I have to say is that at least he's back out there. I have not even
barely.
I have not even.
That's why I even told him, I was like, I don't even date like that. So this is like a rarity for me.
I know the summer of 2020 has still left me a little bit gun shy,
dry,
little gun shy. I did have someone
desert dry.
I did have someone for a little bit.
That tumbleweed was rolling the crop
for a little bit. I had some
for a lot of it actually,
and it was fun.
What you had done?
Yeah, I had some stuff done. I had some stuff done. Very handsome man. We were having a little fun, and for some reason, I guess I shut it down. I don't think I did it on purpose. It's just
shut it down.
He travels on business a lot, and I got busy with the show.
Yeah,
and all this other stuff. So kind of
money over hoes. Joe chose the money over hoes, but yet the money ain't.
Where's the money?
Where's the money?
Can somebody tell me where's the money?
Somebody send a check. Somebody write us up something.
As I have said before, the show is doing better than my wallet.
Tell him, Michelle.
But the show is doing better than my wallet.
Period.
I need my wallet to catch up.
Right. How do we translate the likes into dollars?
Exactly.
All 70 likes. Thank you. Can you imagine? We get in there, people. Bear with us.
Bear with us. We will get there.
I will say though, I posted our last video on TikTok, and I got a lot of laughs, got a lot of reactions. Like, thank you for you guys who watched us on TikTok or who just watched it on the timeline wherever I posted that stuff. Like, thank you. There was a strong feedback. People enjoyed it.
I actually kind of enjoyed it too because I was watching the TikTok and I was watching the TikTok.
You know how old people.
You know how old people are. So I was watching TikTok and I'm watching the video and. You know what? This is what I see.
I just want to thank your masturbation just thank you to Joel's masturbation to getting us to where we are now. Your whole schedule, that morning routine.
So, I'm looking, I'm very, I guess
Resting bitch face.
I hate to say this, but oh, good Lord.
A stanky ass face.
I guess I'm the straight man in this duo because he's so animated. I mean, you're so animated.
Straight where, honey?
You have all the hand
Spell
movements.
straight for me.
Let me
Spell
straight.
it, Loretta.
Gay.
Period. That's how gay. That's how straight he is, y'all.
Gay.
You can't even walk in a straight line, bitch.
The exclamation point.
Have you
is
seen
straight.
the way your hips move when, girl?
The exclamation point is straight. That's far enough for me.
Can y'all see this?
We don't need to go any
roll?
further than that.
Can you see the eye roll?
We do not need. I'm a proud black gay man.
That's not straight. We know that for a fact.
That ain't nowhere close to being straight. And
don't tell that
never. I don't want
to the baby.
Girl, I will tell it to the baby and Boozy any time of the week. Literally any day. Oh, girl.
You gotta unlock her, mama.
Let's unlock
my
her.
dumb ass forgot my iPad, so I'm borrowing Joel's.
I gave you the code.
You did?
Yes, I did.
No, I didn't pay attention.
Twice. That's how much. See, I don't even get attention from my co-host.
It took me 3 months to learn the gate code, bitch. Every time you were like, finally I wrote it down in the notes. I was like, okay, there it is.
I don't even get. I mean, my host doesn't even pay attention to me. That's how dry this riverbank is. I'm not getting paid attention to.
You are like a little riverbank.
I am like a little riverbank, just
a little wide,
just like
short stream.
I think it's the former Caspian Sea. Put it in the comments if I got it wrong. But it's the sea. It's either the Caspian or the Adriatic. It's the sea in somewhere near Russia that used to be like a big vacation spot. Mm-hmm. But because Russia built a dam or something, the complete thing dried up. And it was one of the largest lakes in the world.
I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
And you can find the ships. You can find the old resorts, the hotels, as he pours his cocktail.
You were saying?
Okay.
Joel, tell me about your week. How was your week?
Okay, you know
What'd you do, girl?
I'm trying to teach you about geography, girl.
Girl, ain't nobody got time for that.
Girl, I'm trying to teach you. You know, it's all about education.
I'm in America. That's all that matters. Just kidding. America. Miller Lite. Wait, you're not sponsoring us yet.
Okay, so Sweden, whenever you're ready to open your borders.
Oh, bitch, if y'all fly us out to Sweden, mamas, let me know.
Yeah, Switzerland, Norway.
I will fly down in the luggage area if I have to for free.
Although I think they want you to have like essential jobs, jobs that are essential to the economy.
A podcast is essential.
And I think a podcast is so essential.
Agreed.
It's so essential.
For social, economic growth in the communities, for underdeveloped regions.
Yeah, exactly.
Across.
Look at us pointing out our case to move to any other country.
Period, bitch. I'm ready. I will pull out the binocular, out the fucking backpack.
We will sit in immigration and literally show this video.
So, Joel, how was your weekend? What'd you do?
You know what? I'm working.
Story of our lives.
Daddy's got to pay the bills. Daddy's got to put food on the table.
Yep.
Daddy's got to pay for the equipment and all this other stuff.
Oh, you ain't sponsored like me?
I'm not sponsored. Not yet. I mean, I have.
Bitch.
Oh, speaking of which, y'all do hear the tag at the end of the show. There's Bitch Boy Undies.
That's true.
Okay. And then there's Tuvi's Woodworking.
Which, speaking of Bitch Boy Undies, we went and saw Charlotte.
We did go and see Charlotte.
I took Joel out to Poppy's Houston because Charlotte was performing. And I got I'm going to show you all the video. Right? Right here.
Somewhere like right here.
But in the editing, they're going to see the video of her. She had a singing show. She did rock song, and then she busted out some angel wings.
Yes. She did the whole in the wheelchair and with the cross in the back.
I think it was Chop Suey by System of a Down.
I think so.
And so at Poppy's they had Luna, the host, Luna of the Lilies, was having a show called Shady Pines or something like that. Girl, give me the password to this bullshit. Cause
this girl here. There we go.
Got it.
Poppy's Houston, yeah.
So we went to Poppy's Houston, and then we saw Luna's show. Charlotte was in it. They had the theme because Luna is a comedic alternative type queen, and so all her shows are comedy based. And so this time they did Shady Pines, which is the old people home. So every performer performed as an old person, and Charlotte was one of them. She did the Chop Suey, Set Them Down, and then had a really cute moment, which I liked. It was very. She did like fake cocaine on stage, cookies. Because she did a Paula Deen.
She had a Paula Deen impression. Yes. That was delicious.
It was funny. I ate some of them cookies. They were good, actually. Chips Ahoy, I think.
Were they? Girl, I don't know.
It was cute though. And then she had a moment where the wings popped out, which I'm going to show y'all right here.
Somewhere right there.
Okay. And so yeah, we saw that. We hung out. That was fun. That was like actually one of our first times hanging out. Kind of.
You are being modest here. You had a little role in the opening act of the show.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You kind of played like the doctor thing when Luna.
Did
her opening
backstage to say hi to the girls.
Set,
yeah, I went backstage to say hi to the girls, and then Luna's like, "Hey, do you want to be in it?" And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm here now." Like I'm very like, "Fuck it." She's like, "I just need you to wear the nurse's outfit, and then when the song starts, do this, do that." And I was like, "Bet, I got it, cool." So we did that, and
it was the happiest moment for me because he got pushed around, he got kicked around, he got thrown to the floor. So this is what you want I was ordering more cocktails. I was saying, "Hey, I'm having
happy
because
I was getting beat up
because I was like, you know what,
tortured.
I'm tired.
You don't care about me. You don't care about my well-being.
I don't want to be out here." And then I saw you just being completely thrown around, and I'm like, you know what? I feel good now.
Hit that hoe. Hit that bitch. She ain't shit.
Hit her again. Hit her. Make sure you put the drinks on her.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Grab her card, throw it at the bar.
Hit that bitch. You know, I ended up making them a little promo video. Hopefully they'll use it, by the way, because I was like, I'm one of those people, like, when I go to shows and I love and I support the show, like, I genuinely, like, will go out of my way to create content for them, whether there's a flyer, whether there's something they can use towards the show, anything, videos. And then I did that. I sent it to them. I sent it to the GM at Poppy's. I was like, hey, if you want to use it, and I like fully edit. I didn't show you the video, did I? I'll show you after.
Just show it.
You know what? I'll post it here. I'll post it here, like just y'all get a little preview of what I made for them.
You know, I'll be glad when we get to the point where we can tell people, well, you can click here, or you can click here, and you can see this and that, and blah blah blah.
I can't wait till we get to the point where we just sit the fuck down.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Where the fuck is my coffee?
Exactly.
Where's my whiskey?
Exactly.
It's too much ice.
You know, I was just fussing at him about. You know, he was like, well, you know, I did a double shot of espresso before I got here, and I'm like,
bitch, I woke up tired this morning. I just woke up tired. Feeling tired. I was like, damn, was I running in my sleep or something? Like, and then I was like, the only cure for this would be a good old shot of espresso from Starbucks down the street from your house. The same place I didn't call you from and ask you if you wanted anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That part.
Exactly. Although I went past Starbucks.
Like the coffee I didn't bother to get you.
Yes, I would have loved it. Although I have been up since 9 this morning, and I could have gone by there 3 times a day because I went by there 3 times a day.
And why didn't you?
And didn't think about it at all because I was busy. I have a long list of things that I needed to get done, and I needed to get it done. And then I got home, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a little nap. But I never got to take a nap because I was like, oh, Julio's coming over and gets a couple of things ready.
I'm going to be so low key this week and everything. Like, I'm going to be chill. I'm not trying to do anything crazy because they have me scheduled from Tuesday to Saturday. So, like, 5 shifts in a row, which is not bad.
No.
But usually by my 5th shift, I'm out of energy. I'm already, like, over it, ready for my weekend to arrive. And then, so I always tell people, if on the 5th day, there's 2 me. You can either sweetheart me, like, hey, baby, I love you, or you're going to get, the fuck do you want me?
You know, I think you get to the point that I get to after I work a brunch weekend, and it's good money weekend. Don't get me wrong. It's a good money weekend.
That part.
But the problem is that I'm so sick of people by the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
All I want to do is come home. I turn everything off.
That part.
I will.
She don't even answer my calls. Like the fuck?
I'll send her like a little cute little, hey, what's going on? And that's it. But she's the only person. she breaks the rule because she's the only person that calls me on Monday morning to tell me what we're going to be doing this week. And because of all the stuff that she is, first of all, she did a promo video for her for Luna of the Lilies.
Get it right, bitch.
That's a lot.
Don't even come for her like that. She didn't stand for you. You were saying?
But she did. Luna of the Lilies. I'm sorry. I had a little tongue twister there.
And I've been trying to collaborate with her for the long. Bitch, if you're watching and or listening or somebody has sent this to you, the fuck you at, mamas? Let's get together. Let's make something.
Exactly.
I've been behind her for it. I haven't a huge, like a badass idea for her, but somebody don't want to reach back.
I'm going to tell you right now, Luna, he sat in this chair one time, did a promotional video the next week, and me and Charlotte went, this bitch here.
Period.
This bitch here. And then he said, oh, you don't have to use it. You really don't have to use it, but
modestly.
But if you want to use it, I would be okay with it, and you have my permission to use it.
Fuck yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck is this bitch?
Yeah, because once I make it, the way I make content, I've learned to make it, hand it over,
and put it out in the world.
If it goes out, it goes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm more satisfied with the fact that I made it, that you liked it, and then if you don't do anything with it, I'm okay with that too.
But I'm of that source. When people do that, the few times people look, I've been podcasting now for 3 years now, and every time somebody says they're going to do something for me, they never do it. Or when they do it with
the ones that talk the talk but not walk the walk.
And as soon as I ask for help or any of this stuff, girl, I got stuff to do. And then I remember you're doing it for free.
You still got memory?
I still barely. Sweetie, when you get to this age, it's sometimes a good thing not to have memory.
When you get to that age, anything happens.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
You can forget about it.
It's a free-for-all. Your body's like, what are we going to fuck you up with today?
I watched the most interesting video on TikTok. This one got me on TikTok. She goes, you need to watch more TikTok videos because we're going to do a couple of things. And I said, okay, well, I want to see what the kids are doing on TikTok. And I need to stop saying kids because it's
You don't know there's no porn on TikTok.
Not yet.
Ooh, somebody gonna get banned.
Not yet.
For 30 days.
Okay, you know what? You can literally get banned for. I went through. Here's what I did. I went through
a ban.
I went through TikTok's rules and everything else.
Like, let me see what I'm limited to.
Oh my God, they are long and so confusing, and so
legal
it's
jargon,
like, wait a minute. So
it's only set up to benefit them, and that's it.
Basically, exactly because the rules are so. Well, I'm trying to look for the word.
Blurred. They're very loopholes. We'll mention it towards later. We'll get to a few.
Are we going to talk about Scarlett Johansson? Or are we?
We can. We're going Rihanna, Johansson, the baby.
Girl, Rihanna.
Little Nas.
That woke me up this morning.
Yeah, that's the first thing I saw too.
That woke me up this morning. The first thing I saw on my phone is Rihanna's now a billionaire. I'm like, yes,
get it, queen. Get it, Mama Fenty.
So,
you better work, honey.
I'm not as
Queen
expressive as my co-host here. My co-host has a lot.
What about me, bitch? I'm right here. Say it to my face. If you're not about that life, catch me outside. How about it?
She has what I call that La Bamba thing going on.
She got the whole package. She's the whole deal. Exclusive, premiere. What, ho?
See, if you sung the words to the first line of La Bamba, la 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 Bamba, that's her movement.
That is the most racist shit I've ever had to sit and endure in a fucking interview.
La 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 necesito. Those are your moves.
Y'all are watching this with me, right? How should I react? Should I cuss a bitch out? Should I just take it from the man?
Just take it.
That's what he said.
I'm forced to keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
Forced to keep my mouth shut. No more alcohol for me because that liquor will make these lips slip.
That's what they said. That's what he and she said. Period. It was said.
It was said, but
girl,
Scarlett, what?
Hold on. But Riri, real quick. So Riri became a billionaire. I saw it on Forbes this morning.
Yes.
And so if you're wondering how the fuck she made her coins, fragrances, and she's got her makeup line, Fenty Beauty. She's got her lingerie, Savage X Fenty, which those videos are sickening as fuck. If you ever watch any,
yes.
But
let me tell you something about her makeup line, though.
How does it work for you?
every
50 shades?
bitch on the planet, including myself.
You can't save yourself, can you?
No, I can't. It's too late. She didn't make a line for older people. She made it up to the age of 40, and then after that, you're done. Line? Girl, I have no idea. You can call it the Rose Nylon line or whatever you want to call it, but good Lord, I don't know. The Murder, She Wrote line.
Grandma Fenty. Senior Fenty products. Bitch, can you imagine?
But every bitch on the planet has been talking about her beauty products.
Yeah.
Then like she also has nothing in the world.
Then she just came out with Fenty Skin, so skin products. So she's got it covered. She's got the beauty and the fashion industry all lined up.
She walked up and said, "You know what? Y'all don't have nothing for me.
Okay.
I'm tired of having to deal with these products that are not for the people that need to be for the people."
She went out of there. Major props on that because she did create and develop her product line to appeal to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Shape, size, color, gender, fluidity, whatever the fuck you want to go by. That she made it for you.
And her color palette starts from the palest of white to the darkest of black.
Yep.
All and everything in between. And I'm telling you right now, she's a marketing genius.
That part. We love you, Fenty.
She is a genius.
Fenty's a real name, by the way. Robin Fenty. Robin Rihanna Fenty or something like that.
Yeah.
That part.
She is a genius. I love her, and I'm so glad that I think she's worth $1.73 billion now.
Yes, correct. That is correct. So speaking of viral and news, have you been keeping up with the babies situation? Have you even bothered to look into it? At least get to know what the fuck that dumbass is talking about?
Okay, I've already read everything that I need to
weave,
read.
Girl, pat that weave. Go ahead.
I've already read everything I needed to read. And
she's been informed.
I'm gonna give you a quick history lesson.
Ooh. Period.
This is nothing new in the black community.
Okay.
This is absolutely nothing new. As a gay black man right now, and I can guarantee you, if y'all reach out and trust me, y'all will tell me this.
Yeah.
As a gay black man, this is nothing new. This is something we have endured in this community for God knows how long.
Asking respectfully, like what stuff do you guys endure?
We have endured
machismo,
the hatred, the absolute complete hatred of us when it comes to the cisgendered straight black community. It has become more recently that black women being very, very disrespected by black men in this community have finally recognized that. I watched a video on TikTok that just I almost cried.
Bitch, those TikTok videos will open your eyes.
Because this girl literally said that the men in the black community that are working the hardest and doing their shit are black gay men, not the straight men that are supposed to be like doing all the shit that they need to get. We've coddled straight men, and she said this as a black woman. We have coddled straight men for long.
It's also the way the system was set up, like the racial system, the divide was set up against black men alone. It was made to go against them all the way through.
But black men being black men still had a certain level of privilege that black women don't get.
Yeah.
And because the patriarchy still elevated them up a little higher, they enjoyed the benefits of that. And the problem is that they threw everybody else under the bus. And everybody else is being black women and people of the LGBTQ community. And especially black gay men. Black gay men are the most hated men in our community.
Wow. That's a powerful statement.
That is even, do I want to say even more hated than transgendered people in our community? Maybe on the even par.
More or less.
More or less. But for the fact of the matter is we're the most hated members of the community.
Where does it stem from? Is it the way people were raised? Is it religion? Is it
Christianity?
Simple ignorance where nobody was taught correctly how things
Honestly, it's Christianity. Christianity is a huge part of the black community.
Yes.
The church is a huge part of the black community.
Yes.
And the church has always had a disdain
that part
for
and not just
the gay
in the black community, just the church in general.
But it's far more toxic. And the fact that we will put up. Here's the thing. As it was pointed out to me, this is one thing that's so funny because I did not grow up in the church. My family my father and mother were not very big church people. it was the people that they married that might have been in the church. You can see the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's, they can slam us in the church, but at the same time, the choir director and the person playing the piano is usually the biggest queen. Nas X, he has really, every video he's done has been a message, and every message has been specific.
Yeah.
And that's why I love Little Nas X, because, look, you don't have to like his music. I get it. It's fine. But every video has a message, and every message is thrown right back at the community.
Yep.
And it's the most beautiful thing on the planet, and it makes me very happy to be who
go.
I am. So thank you, Little Nas X, for that.
Boom. And if you're watching this, thank you.
So we
You
can move on.
will. Yeah.
We can move on now.
No. Well, now, touching on that Little Nas X, did you see the meme that came out of it? The Little Nas X meme with the baby and Lil Boosie from his last video. Did you see it? No, it's a funny meme. Mm-hmm. Did you see it at all or no?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's on my phone somewhere, but let me see if I can find it for you real quick.
Okay.
It is basically, it's, so the...
You know what? When you do bring it up, make sure you bring it up so we can see it on the show so everybody can.
This picture right here. So it shows Little Nas X in the Joe scene wearing the pink uniform, and then somebody edited the baby on the side, been a little bitch with a crop top, and then the Boosie on the side sagging his pants.
You know what? That is a meme I never want to see ever again.
It's been on because it's been viral forever.
Those are, and I don't mean no harm by saying this, but those are two ugly motherfuckers, and I don't want to see that ever again.
Okay.
I would rather have the hot dancers that were next to him. And you know what the funny thing is?
What?
Everybody got upset about the shower scene. And everybody's dancing naked in that video. But I have seen videos where...
Like, people act like they don't go to the gym and shower. Like, they don't play sports and shower. Like, men don't do things at the bathhouse. Shower.
But when we're talking about rappers, have y'all seen... So I've watched videos from the late 1990s to now. Every woman
the
is
late
happy.
1900s?
Late 1900s.
Oh, I misheard you. I'm sorry.
Late 1900s. The late 1990s.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe the early 1990s.
Yeah, early 1900s, yes.
But every booties, ass, booties, ass, booties, ass, tits, booties, ass. Ain't nobody said a word about it, but now everybody wants to say something about a couple of gay guys in that shower scene.
Period. They're always going to say something about
one guy.
Period. Did you hear about Scarlett Johansson's situation?
You know what? I don't understand the situation.
Okay. So Scarlett is suing Disney because when she signed on to do the movie, and in her contract, she negotiated a certain pay and some bonuses that would come along with box office numbers.
Uh-huh.
But because Disney put the movie for premiere access on Disney Plus, it offsets the box office numbers where she would normally get her bonuses. So potentially she lost a potential to make $50 million because the movie did well in the box office the first week, and then once people started streaming it, the numbers fell right off the bat. So she's not getting paid from the Disney Plus numbers. She's getting 90.
I'm really confused about how they're doing box office numbers
nowadays.
Because when Warner Brothers decided to do the same thing with their movies by moving them to HBO Max, it's like, how do you figure out if a movie made money or if it didn't make money? Was it a blockbuster? Was it not a blockbuster? How do we find this out now?
So that's what she's pretty much. It's in writing. It's in a contract signed by both parties that said, yeah, we're gonna. Depending on how the movie performs, how it does numbers wise, you're gonna get these kind of bonuses. But then because the movie was offered on streaming, she didn't get to enjoy those bonuses. She didn't get that. Otherwise, she would have just said, "Look, pay me this quantity, and you can do whatever you want with the content." But instead, she said, "No, let me get the bonus because I'll make more money at that end."
Well, a lot of people don't realize this too. Is that Warner Brothers has already been going? They're in the midst of a lawsuit because a lot of actors are suing Warner Brothers for the same reason. Because, hey, you told us you were going to put it out in the theaters, and now you're saying that, hey, I'm going to pay this much for the movie, and then we're going to put it on here on HBO Max for whatchamacallit. And I'm like, no, that's not fair.
Disney clapped back and said, "Oh, really, Johansson? Oh, really? That's what we're going to do now?"
Yeah, but
you're gonna come for me when I didn't send for you. So then Disney's thing was, they wanted to create this. They are encouraging their new platform, Disney Plus, but at the same time, they use the COVID reason. Like, well, we wanted to make it available for people so they didn't have to go to a movie theater necessarily and expose themselves or be at risk because of COVID or whatever variants out there. we can't believe you're even suing us for that. Wow, you're making it about the money. So that's where they're at right now with the dispute. But
isn't it about the money?
At the end of the day, yeah.
At the end of the day,
I don't blame her.
I don't blame her. I have no. I see no blame in any of this.
I'm gonna take these off. My ears are hurting.
That's fine.
But
that hat looks cute though.
Thank you.
You look cute in your hat.
Tell me more about myself, Joe.
Everything is about. Y'all don't understand this. Everything is about a look. Once you put on an accessory,
period.
It has to. You can't just remove it,
dude. I used to love wearing this hat when I had my hair long because I used to have my hair down to here. Mm-hmm. That was 2-3 weeks ago, roughly. And then I used to wear this hat. It looked super dope. But now I haven't worn it since. This is my first time wearing it since the haircut, and I love this hat. This is one of my favorite hats. People see me with this hat all the fucking time.
You know, I used to be a big hat guy for the fedoras. I had my bowlers. I don't know why. I guess once. You know, life is funny. When you get a little older, you put those things away, and then you see them again, and then you're like, you know what? I want to go back to wearing those things again.
What kind of hats do you put on that big head?
Oh, this head has gotten so big. His head got so big.
Ew.
His head has gotten so big. I really haven't looked at hats lately.
I don't see you wear hats often or not.
No, I wear a hat occasionally. And, you know, my cousin and my best friend bought me a couple of hats, but they were way too small. And I didn't want to tell them that they were way too small.
That part.
I know. And it's like, you know, you're like.
I would.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have the gift receipt? This shit is whack. No, that's not me. That's not me. I would do the same thing as you. I just play along. Like,
but I got a fabulous backpack out of it, so I didn't care.
Okay.
But, you know.
That part.
I'm like, oh, this is cute. Oh, I love this, and then you throw them to the side as well.
I know we touched on this subject last week, but we kind of lightly touched about it, but we never really spoke about it. The CDC mandate guidelines, they want to bring, like they're for, at this point, since last time we spoke about it, they're being more and more serious about bringing the mask mandates back. What do you think about that?
Okay, let's talk about this, and let's talk about what's happening right now.
Okay.
What's happening right now is the fact that because the rates of Florida, it's always Florida.
Don't make fun of Florida.
Always
got shit to do with
Florida. Florida has a lot to do with it. Let's talk about this for a second.
Okay.
First of all, we have now 4 different variants
going on
in Florida. In Florida.
What the fuck are y'all drinking out there?
I don't know what they're doing. There are now 4 differerent variants in Florida.
Go from 1 to 4 in less than a week?
I do not know, but Floridians figured out a way to do it.
Y'all ain't shit.
Floridians figured out a way to do it. Now we have 4 different variants in Florida. Yes.
Fuck that. Girl.
The vaccination rates have now skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And they have skyrocketed because all those people that they were not going to do it are now getting the Delta.
I feel like you're our news informant about the CDC. You're very well versed in this subject.
I am very well versed.
I'm gonna put that news template around you.
The problem about
talking to the camera. Joel.
The problem about being versed in this is also the fact that I've lost a lot of sympathy now.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, look, at this point, we have begged you, we have pleaded. We have begged and pleaded. We have done all this stuff. We thought that everybody thought, oh, we have this lick now. We can go back to normal. Yeah. There is no such thing as normal. There never was a such thing as normal. Not while this virus was still going on.
Right.
Now when we've got down to the point where now we have 4 different variants in Florida. And I'm wondering if I'm going to have to get a booster shot now. Because there's 2 other. I said 4. Wait a minute. I thought there was only the Delta.
I didn't even want to get the first shot in the first place. And now you're telling me I got to get a fucking boost? Bitch,
well, first of all, you got to get your second shot. When is your schedule?
On the 13th.
On the 13th. So you have another shot coming up.
I want to go in early and just get the second one done.
You can't. You have to wait. You have to wait. And then after that,
I didn't even want to wait in the first place. That's the thing. Like,
I know.
I still believe in the conspiracy theory about this whole and it's lining up to be what they said from the get-go, which was the pandemic, mass fear, mass this. People are scared. Cool. We're gonna throw this one vaccine that cures this the cousin of the common cold, but yet we can't cure common cold, HIV, AIDS, and/or cancer. But we can cure a fucking worldwide pandemic in 1 year.
No, there's no one said anything about cure.
Follow my train of conspiracy thoughts.
Okay, you know what? I've never seen this. Let's see this.
So then they scare the world. Get the vaccine. People are getting vaccines. Masks. We're all wearing masks. Then once people start getting vaccinated, they start relaxing the rules. Then now, because the numbers aren't where they want them to get them, Now there's variants out there. Bitch, where are the variants? I've yet to see any scientific. I hear they're out there, but I haven't seen them and or seen the report or like seen the actual. I think part of these numbers are inflated. To be honest with you, hold on, follow me through this. Follow me through this rabbit hole.
Okay,
we're gonna go through this together. And so now what they're doing is variants. Variants are out there. Get scared. More variants. You guys need those booster shots. And now we're going to move to the second phase, which is where they're going to make you get the shot whether you like it or not. That's why I just gave in, because I knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. I knew it was like, fuck it. They're going to make me get the shot. And the way they do that is now they start enforcing your employers. Now they make it harder. Now you have to prove that you got a vaccine shot just to go damn near anywhere. New York is about to start doing that in September. They just said it in the news. You got to have the vaccine passport held. The state even came out with its own app. You got to show the vaccine passport. That when you go to any stores, you got to present and prove that you're vaccinated, that you're safe to be around people, things of that nature. So it went from they made you feel and think that this was a voluntary thing, and because not everybody volunteered at once, now this is if you don't get a shot, you can't do anything, and we're going to prohibit. You might even lose your job over it. You might even lose the basic needs and rights to do anything. So basically, people are now they're moving to part 2, where it's like they're forcing you through the back end. They're not forcing you directly as a person. Now they're using your surroundings, your job. Now your job's going to require you to get vaccinated before you go back to your next shift. Now the grocery store is going to ask you to show you a passport before they let you shop in the stores. Little things like that that's going to it's going to make you feel pressured to get the shot. Mm-hmm. So that's part of where the conspiracy train goes. It keeps going further, but I'm going to get off on this exit right here.
Okay. Are you ready to get off on that exit?
No shit. I'm going to hop on the train right back.
Okay. All right, so I'm glad that you told me to hold my tongue before I said anything. I'm glad because I really here's what I've started to learn, and it's really about listening. So I needed to listen to everything you had to say because first of all, I want to tell you that I understand your fears. I completely do. Now from listening, I 100% understand your fears.
In my defense, and I'll interject just for that part. I don't think I'm operating off of fear. I'm not fearful of anything because I look at it as like, is this even real? I'm more of like questioning it, more of a, but I'm not scared of it because I'm still living my life. I'm still doing shit fearlessly.
Of course, but there still is a level of fear, and here I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it to you that you will understand. So give me just a little bit so that I can really absorb everything because you've literally hit me with everything. Yeah. And I wanted to be able to explain it to you in a cool, calm manner. So, because beforehand, I love my life, and I love the fact that I'm starting to learn to listen to what people have to say, and to learn to not get into those heated arguments that I used to get into. True, yeah. Because one, they're exhausting.
That part, it just takes energy.
So exhausting to get into that. And two, I don't want to think of people as idiots. I just want to think of, no, I didn't say that about you.
Not directly.
No, still did not say that. I just want to think that maybe people might I think people are scared. Yeah. And it is the honest to God truth.
The general public, the general audience.
So, here's my thing. We are first told to wear a mask, and then we wear a mask for a while. And then after a while, a certain group of people decide that wearing masks is unconstitutional. It is not. I don't think I should have to wear a mask. We've had to have these fights with people. I'm going to go on a 2020 timeline because, like I said, 2020 has been a lot of time looking at all this stuff. So I'm going to start with the 2020 timeline. First couple of months of COVID, we're all sequestered. Everybody's scared. Nobody knows what to think. Yeah. I'm looking at my window. I'm thinking, am I going to see zombies coming down the street? Ooh. Is it going to be like 28 days later? I have all this stuff going on in my head. I'm reading all the stuff that is coming across the internet. My cousin is sending me all kinds of stuff. My friends are sending me all kinds of stuff. I'm trying to dissect all of the stuff that is coming to me at once. Yeah. It's a lot of information to the point where I had to shut down and just literally say, you know what?
So you let it get to you.
It did get to me.
Damn.
It did get to me.
Fuck with your head too.
And yes, it did fuck with my head, and it got to me. But I had to take a little bit of time and step back and go through the information in my head. Remember, I have to remember who I am.
Of course.
And everyone has always said that I overthink everything. That is what some people have been saying to me since I was a kid.
You must have anxiety
always,
all the time and shit like that.
You always overthink everything.
Yeah.
Guess what? That came in handy. Because I started to think about stuff. And I went so far down the rabbit hole when I was thinking about it, that going down that rabbit hole made me think of all the ridiculous stuff that goes with that. And I thought to myself, you know what? No, that's not how you logically do things. Because when you put emotion into things, you take the logic out of it and you put the emotion in. You put personal feelings into it.
That part.
But when you start to look at it from a clinical level, and you realize that, one, what is the history of this virus? Okay, well, it's a SARS virus, which is a very common virus. But by the way, it's very common in nature. SARS viruses are very common in nature. From the common cold on up. The reason why we can't cure the common cold is
you're
because
going on a tangent. Get to the point. I say that lovely in respect, because what you're telling me is what we know already. We've known this for a year now. It's a SARS, it's a virus, it's a SARS, it's a cousin to the flu. We get that. What you're discussing is your personal take on this situation.
Mm-hmm. Just like you discussed your personal take earlier. So
yes.
Can I please discuss my personal take?
Yes.
Okay. I let you say everything. Let me say everything, because I will get to the point.
Got it. Okay.
So after discovering all that information, then I went further down the line of going, well, you know what? We get colds, we get flus, we get this, we get that. I just got a shot for the flu because I was told that once I reach a certain age, the flu could be a little bit more harder to deal with, because now I'm of a certain age, and because now I have high blood pressure and all this other stuff, I need to make sure I get this. Then there's chickenpox, which is a virus itself.
How do we go from coronavirus to
Okay,
chickenpox?
just listen. Once again,
I'm listening, but you're losing my attention span. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, because you over-explained it and over-explained. That's why I'm asking you. Give me the highlights of your story. And I am listening, but you're losing me all in one.
But you won't let me finish in order to keep that.
Yes. Okay.
Keep that going.
Gotcha.
Okay. After realizing that I've had to take shots for this, and this, I said, okay, well, I've had to take all these shots. Let's survive this. What do I see first? We have to wear masks. That is what we have to wear, and that's great. And then everybody starts wearing masks. And then suddenly a small group of people go, I don't want to wear a mask. I don't think I should have to wear a mask. Mask interfere with my...
And that wasn't necessarily a certain political party or following... I know you are. I'm encouraging. I'm actually adding to what you're saying. And what I'm saying is, it wasn't a particular party. It wasn't a particular religious. It was like the masses in general.
No.
I got tired of wearing a mask.
Nope. But the fact of the matter is that certain people decided that they didn't want to wear a mask, and that they were tired of their rights being infringed on and everything else. And it really struck me as funny, because we have businesses that are literally saying, hey, you can't walk in, no shirt, no shoes, no service. So if they say that you have to wear a mask, then you have to wear a mask, period. And if you do not want to go to that business with a mask, then you don't have to.
You can't get mad at them.
But then you get on the internet and you
rant.
You rant and try to force these businesses and tell these businesses they have
and they're already struggling to survive as it is.
Yes, they have a constitutional right to not impede on your rights and everything else. Like it's a government-owned business.
And they have the right to refuse service.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day,
what party you're with,
they have the right to refuse service. And I've seen this, and it started to build and build slowly and build slowly. And I'm like, wait a minute, but we're talking about masks here. Just wear a piece of cloth on your face. Why is that such a big deal? And then it became a bigger deal. First, it was a small group of people, and then it became a bigger deal.
Yeah.
Move on down the line. Then we started talking about vaccines. Now, vaccines have been a talk for the last 20 years. Thanks to a Hollywood actress who said what she said on Oprah one time, suddenly everybody believes that vaccines are terrible. That is what she said on Oprah. Not a licensed physician, not someone in the scientific community.
A celebrity.
Okay. A celebrity. started the whole anti-vax movement.
Yeah.
To the point where now people don't trust vaccines like they used to trust vaccines. You had to when I was growing up, when you went to school, I hate saying those words, by the way, when I was growing up.
When I was a youngin'.
I fucking hate saying those words, but I can't believe I'm saying it now. When I was growing up, you had a vaccination record, you had to have all these shots, and that was it. That was all there is to it, or you couldn't get into school. One celebrity comes around and changes that entire thing, and now people are fighting with, you're letting kids die. You're having kids. You telling gays that we can't have kids, but you heterosexuals run around here having kids.
What is this really about? I'm asking honestly.
I think it's really about the conversation we're having.
Correct. But it took so many detours, and now it sounds personal.
It's not personal.
Like, what are you mad about? Who hurt you, Joel?
Why are we doing this?
Which part? I'm asking sincere questions because, like, this is what I'm genuinely thinking. It's
okay,
like,
so now we're to the vaccines where everybody is super afraid of the vaccines, and I'm like, why? We've never been afraid of vaccines before.
Yes.
So why did we become afraid of vaccines now? It's not 100% perfect. No vaccine has ever been 100% perfect. And we've known this our entire lives. Every time we get vaccinated for something, we've known that it's not 100% perfect. Somebody's going to get sick. Somebody might die.
True.
That's just the way it is. Yes, it's not FDA approved. I'm tired of hearing that argument too, because the Food and Drug Administration
yeah.
go and buy a bottle of any kind of supplement. It says the same thing on them, not approved by the FDA, and yet we sell it anyway. And people take it anyway without any problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the argument. And as much as I did not want to have the argument with you when it came to it, and I did not because I do not want to.
I would have argued right back.
No, the fact of the matter is that
right or wrong.
Right or wrong, I didn't want to do it simply because you have to make your own personal decision when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that we are now living in a time where it's either you do or you don't.
Yeah.
And if you choose not to, then I don't have any sympathy for you.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. So if you want me to get to that point, I'm at to that point.
I appreciate it.
But the fact of the matter is that I try to give you a little understanding of what was going on.
Yeah, but it's an explanation that I've heard over and over as well. From the news reporters, from conversations with friends, customers at the bar. Like what you're telling me, I've heard it over and over and over.
And everything that you've told me, I've heard 1,000 times too.
Stop me, girl, and say, girl, I already heard this.
I've already heard this. But I want to let
I was giving you a conspiracy theory.
And I was telling you why that you should believe in that conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Because none of it is based in fact.
It was a long-winded conspiracy explanation.
None of it is based in fact.
Correct.
It's honest to God truth.
So
I've literally...
Should we take a break and then come back and finish? Because we have one more subject that is an interesting tea-dropping subject.
Yes.
You want to do that?
Yes.
And we'll refill our drinks and we'll come back.
We'll refill our drinks.
Girl, because I'm thirsty.
I got a leak.
That part. So we're going to take a break, and then we'll be right back after these brief messages from no sponsors yet. Thank you.
Okay. YouTube will insert them.